Today we're going to be going over the best online business to start when you're working full time. So let's get right into it. Before that, I'm going to be, I edited the sheet. There we go. Before that, I'm going to be stating my numbers from the day before. So if you guys like that, definitely let me know. And I'm going to be having my vitamins. So getting into the numbers yesterday, a little bit over $8,000 on Amazon, $50 on eBay, 50 cents on YouTube, and then $4.50 in affiliates. I spent yesterday really just messing around. So you can get this, I'll just have one. Really just messing around with online auction websites. I've never messed with them before. I messed with GovDeals. Pretty cool website. I actually placed a bid on something, but I got outbid, but that's okay. It's always cool to try something new, but yeah, I'll get into today's topic in just a second. Just slam the vitamins really quick. All right, perfect. So the best online business to start when you're working a full-time job. I'm going to be pretty biased here, but I'm going to say Amazon because there's just so many good things about it. You can leverage their hundreds of millions of customers, and yeah, I mean that's insane. So I have a few talking points here so you can see here you have access to a customer base of over 300 million users. Absolutely insane to be able to reach that many people. But you with a regular storefront, right? So if you guys had a storefront, a physical storefront, you'd have to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe tens of thousands of dollars just to have the store open, put the inventory inside, everything like that. But with selling on Amazon, you can start up an Amazon seller account for $0, list a product, and then have 300 million people see that product, and it costs you absolutely nothing until you sell the product. So, really insane opportunity. If that doesn't get you hype, I don't know what will. Also, the thing is, everybody has storage constraints too. So you might be thinking, oh man, well, I live in a small apartment. I can't start Amazon. And honestly, there's tons of people that do it and they live in an apartment. They just send everything to a prep center, which is essentially like a fulfillment center. You buy inventory, you send it to a prep center, and then they send it to Amazon's warehouse. And then Amazon's employees pack and ship it for you. So you don't even have to ever see an item if you guys never want to do that, right? If you never want to see an item, that's fine. Another big thing too, I've heard nobody talk about this, but you don't have to talk to people. Like if you don't want to talk to people, maybe you have a sales job or a job where you talk to people all the time. And you're like, man, I get off work. I don't want to be talking to all these people. You can just send emails to your prep center, send items to your prep center, and you don't have to talk to people. You can do online arbitrage, which is just buying from retailers, send that product to a prep center, and start making some money. So that's one way to do it. And yeah, so a little self promo really quick. I do coaching, but this link, don't worry guys, this link is a link where you guys can schedule a call with me for absolutely free. I help you out with your business for 15 minutes. And if you guys, want that, then definitely schedule a call. Like I said, it's absolutely free to you. So there's that. But okay, so getting back into our scheduled program here. So scalability. So maybe you're familiar, like if you clicked on this video, you might be selling on eBay or you sold stuff in person before. And the thing about Amazon, the reason why it's different is you really have scalability with FBA. You can front load your work. It almost sounds too good to be true. You can order, say, 500 units of a product, get it shipped to a prep center, then they prep it, ship it to Amazon, and then it sells at Amazon, and you can front load all your work, never have to touch the product, and make some profit off of it. So I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this business model really does fit all the boxes of like if you want location independence, if you want, just to make some good extra side money. And there are definitely benefits or like scale it to a full-time thing. I think that's the thing about this side hustle too. If you want to approach it like a side hustle, is it's really insane that you could make good part-time money doing it or scale it up into a full-time job if you want to do it like that. So, and I'm not going to say it's passive. Anybody that says, "Oh, this is passive," that's passive. Um, they're usually full of crap. Like people say, "Oh, real estate investing's passive." It's not passive. Like there's a lot of things that are just not passive at all that people say are passive, but in this business is definitely not passive. You have to put in work. But if you're somebody that's got a pretty decent paying full time job and you just want to make some extra money, maybe you want to make an extra like 20, 30K on the side, I think Amazon's a really good opportunity because you probably have some money lying around that you can deploy into inventory. And then that money's going to make you way higher of a return than the stock market if you know what you're doing. Like, for example, let's say you had $1,000, right? If you deploy that into inventory on Amazon and are smart with it, that $1,000 is probably going to turn into $1,200 in the span of, let's say, about a month, right? So imagine that happening in the stock market. That would take you, what is it, at least 2 years just for that, and that's 1 month. You can do that every single. So that 1,200 turns it into, say, 1,400 the next month. The next month after that, that 1,400 turns into 1,800. So like it just compound. It just keeps compounding. So I just thought I'd mention that. And low overhead. This is a big one. Just low overhead overall. And it's really crazy to think for my business specifically, I've sold over $3 million on Amazon at this point, and I haven't had to have a warehouse. I haven't had to, you know, have insanely expensive in person US based employees. Like, I haven't had to have all these different large expenses that a normal business would, but I've still been able to sell a ton. Yes, the margins are, I would say, a little bit less than, say, like a physical retail store, but you get to make up for it in the volume and you have access to all these customers. I've personally sold on eBay before I started selling on Amazon, and it's a huge hassle because you have to store the items, you have to wait for them to sell, you have to pack them. Like, it's a really involved thing. You have to list them yourself. This, you don't even have to create the listings. You can just sell existing name brand products that are already selling, and then start selling them and make a profit on Amazon. So, yep. But that's pretty much today's episode. If you guys appreciated this, you can just comment best online business. It really helps out with the algorithm. We've been grinding, making these videos. Hopefully, it's been helpful for you guys, and have a good one.